Hidden beneath the sands of ancient Egypt lies a riddle that has haunted scholars, scientists, and mystics for centuries. A set of mysterious emerald green tablets, etched with cryptic inscriptions, said to contain the secrets of the universe. Time, space, consciousness, even the laws of nature as we know them, are all challenged by what these ancient writings claim. But here's the paradox. While mainstream science dismisses them as myth or metaphor, some of the greatest minds in history, Isaac Newton, Leonardo da Vinci, even Carl Jung, were obsessed with what they might truly mean. Why? Because the Emerald Tablets of Thoth don't just tell a story. They whisper of a hidden science, an eternal truth, one that modern physics is only now beginning to glimpse. In this episode of Unlocking the Hidden Mysteries, we descend into the forgotten corridors of time, into the sacred temples of Atlantis, the heart of ancient Egypt, and the celestial libraries of higher consciousness. We'll explore the teachings of Thoth the Atlantean, priest, king, magician, and possibly something not entirely human. We'll examine claims that these tablets were forged not of earthly matter, but of a substance impervious to decay, just as their wisdom is impervious to time. But we won't stop at myth. We'll cross-reference their cryptic passages with discoveries in quantum physics, sacred geometry, and human consciousness. Because somewhere between the metaphors and metaphysics lies a truth that science still can't fully explain. By the end of this journey, you may begin to see the universe and yourself in an entirely new way. What if time isn't linear? What if your consciousness isn't bound by your body? And what if, long before the pyramids were built, humanity once wielded powers that modern science can't yet fathom? Let's decode the mystery, one tablet at a time. Long before the rise of dynastic Egypt, before the Sphinx stared silently across the sands, a legendary figure is said to have walked the earth. He was known as Thoth, the god of wisdom, writing, magic, and measurement. To the Greeks, he became Hermes Trismegistus, thrice great, believed to be the father of Hermeticism. But Thoth wasn't merely a mythic archetype. Some esoteric traditions claim he was a real being, an Atlantean priest-king who escaped the cataclysmic fall of Atlantis and brought advanced knowledge to the Nile Valley. According to the mysterious text known as the Emerald Tablets, Thoth encoded his vast cosmic wisdom onto a set of indestructible green tablets, made, it is said, from a substance unknown to modern chemistry. They were hidden away in a hall of records deep beneath the Great Pyramid of Giza, to be uncovered only when humanity was ready to receive the truth. The most widely known version of the tablets today comes from a translation by Dr. Doriel in the early 20th century, a controversial yet fascinating document said to be a channeled interpretation of the original Atlantean language. Whether literal or symbolic, its poetic rhythm and strange precision captivate even the most skeptical readers. So, why have these tablets fascinated mystics, alchemists, and even modern quantum physicists? Because they don't just discuss gods and kings, they speak of universal laws. They describe a multidimensional reality where consciousness creates form, where the soul is immortal and death is but a transition to other realms of existence. One famous passage reads, "Man is a flame bound to a mountain, but hidden deep is the light of the all." This single line encapsulates Hermetic philosophy. We are not merely flesh and bone. We are sparks of divine consciousness, temporarily encased in matter. The tablets echo the principle of as above, so below, a cosmic symmetry echoed in sacred geometry, fractal mathematics, and even quantum entanglement. To those initiated into the mystery schools, the Emerald Tablets aren't fiction. They are a blueprint for ascension, teaching how to rise beyond physical limits and access higher dimensions of self and reality. But if this wisdom is so powerful, why hasn't the world embraced it? The answer, perhaps, lies in the nature of the knowledge itself. The tablets describe ancient technologies of vibration, frequency, and consciousness, tools capable of healing, transformation, even bending time and space. Such knowledge in the wrong hands could lead not to enlightenment, but to domination. Throughout history, secret societies, priesthoods, and ruling classes have carefully guarded esoteric teachings, passing them only to the worthy, those initiated through rites of passage and purification of mind and soul. In the words of Thoth himself, "Seek ye only the light, hide it not in the darkness." Yet the light was hidden, intentionally. The tablets were never meant for mass consumption in their raw form. They speak in layers: allegory, symbol, vibration. To the untrained mind, they are gibberish. To the seeker, they are a mirror. And in today's world, where materialism reigns and the unseen is dismissed, the tablets remain ignored. Not because they are false, but because they are too true. At the core of the Emerald Tablets lies a metaphysical framework, an ancient science of consciousness that transcends religion, time, and even physical laws. The primary teachings revolve around 7 key principles that mirror the Hermetic laws later found in texts like the Kybalion. While not listed explicitly in the tablets, their essence is woven throughout. Let's explore just a few of these key ideas. 1. All is mind. The universe is mental. Everything created is based upon thought. Man is a thought, bound to a body. Thoth teaches that the universe itself is a projection of consciousness, a living, vibrating intelligence. This aligns uncannily with the modern physics idea that reality is not made of matter, but of energy fields and information. The tablet suggests that your thoughts are not private fantasies, but causal forces. Just as light bends around gravity, reality bends around consciousness. This is not metaphor, it is mechanism. 2. As above, so below. As within, so without. One of the most repeated phrases in mystical literature. But here, it's not just poetic. It's a law of reflection. The micro mirrors the macro. Your body is a temple reflecting the stars. Your breath mirrors the rhythm of the cosmos. The inner world is not separate from the outer. They dance together in sacred geometry. This is why initiation was never about changing the world. It was about mastering yourself. 3. Vibration is the key to all transformation. In multiple tablets, Thoth speaks of tones, frequencies, and the power of the word to transform reality. Raise ye thy vibration until light be thy body. The idea here is profound. By changing the frequency of your thoughts, your emotions, and your very being, you shift into higher planes of existence. Modern science has now discovered that all matter, even your DNA, responds to vibration. Ancient mystics already knew. Let's step into a metaphor. Imagine the soul as a crystal, pure, multifaceted, unbreakable. But over time, it becomes clouded by illusion, false beliefs, emotional wounds, karmic weight. Thoth's teachings are like light passed through this crystal, refracting truth through every angle of existence. The more light you let in, the clearer the soul becomes, until it becomes pure light itself. And this isn't just poetic, it's literal within the tablet's cosmology. Man is in process of changing to forms that are not of this world. But here's the mystery. Thoth speaks of interdimensional travel, astral projection, and even immortality, not as religious ideas, but as attainable realities. Free is he from the law of the tomb, he who masters the word I have spoken. What did he mean by the word? Is it a vibrational code, a sacred name, a quantum resonance? Modern science has no term for this, but in the Emerald Tablets, word is more than sound. It is the frequency of divine intention, a language that speaks directly to the fabric of creation. The deeper we go, the more we realize this isn't just knowledge. It's a map to transcendence. But a map to where? In the next section, we will dive deeper into the advanced teachings hidden within these passages. We'll explore the paradoxes, the myths, the warnings, and the whispers of a science lost to time. Beneath the poetic verses and metaphysical truths, the Emerald Tablets reveal something far more radical than most realize. They speak not only of hidden knowledge, but of interdimensional travel, soul evolution, and a cosmic hierarchy of beings. One passage reads, "List ye, O woe, to the voice of wisdom. List to the voice of Thoth the Atlantean. Freely I give to thee of my wisdom, gathered from the time and space of this cycle." Thoth claims to have lived through multiple planetary ages, moving through dimensions and cycles of becoming far beyond what we currently understand. He refers to himself as a son of Atlantis, but also speaks of other beings, the Dark Brothers, the Lords of the Cycles, the Halls of Amenti. Who or what are these? One of the most profound concepts in the tablets is the Halls of Amenti, described as an interdimensional plane beneath the earth where souls travel after death. Thoth claims to have mastered the ability to consciously enter and exit these realms, to sleep in the halls and return in different ages, in different forms. There in the halls of life I rested, after my labors from ages above. Then I slept in the halls of Amenti, deathless, waiting the call of the future. This directly challenges the linear model of reincarnation. Here, the soul isn't bound to karma, but is a sovereign traveler, awakening through choice and vibration. Modern near-death researchers and out-of-body experiencers often describe liminal realms, life reviews, and encounters with beings of light, eerily similar to what Thoth described millennia ago. Coincidence or confirmation? Let's clear up a common misconception. Many skeptics argue that the Emerald Tablets are modern fabrications, especially pointing to the 20th century translator Dr. Doriel, founder of the Brotherhood of the White Temple. It's true, no physical Emerald Tablets have ever been placed in museums. And yes, the text's origins are contested. However, the concept of Thoth's tablets predates Doriel by centuries. In fact, medieval alchemists believed in a single emerald tablet, the Tabula Smaragdina, as the source of Hermetic wisdom. This version begins with the famous line, "That which is below corresponds to that which is above." Sir Isaac Newton himself translated this text in the 1600s and studied its meaning. And Carl Jung, the father of analytical psychology, referenced Hermetic writings extensively in his theory of the collective unconscious. So while Doriel's tablets may be an expanded mystical interpretation, the core teachings they present are consistent with ancient Hermetic, Gnostic, and Egyptian thought. Let's examine one final, chilling yet beautiful line. Dark is the way the light flows. Hidden in mystery is the path to the soul. The tablets repeatedly stress that true knowledge must be earned. Thoth warns of the Dark Ones, entities who feed on fear, confusion, and unconsciousness. They represent the spiritual entropy that pulls souls away from truth, keeping them trapped in illusion. Sound familiar? Across cultures, this idea appears in different forms. The archons in Gnosticism, the jinn in Islamic mysticism, even the concept of matrix-like control in modern spiritual circles. But here's the key. The tablets don't call for fear, they call for mastery. They urge us to become vibrationally sovereign, to raise our frequency through will, wisdom, and alignment with cosmic law. Because when you master the self, you master time, you master death, you remember who you truly are. While the language of the Emerald Tablets is poetic and veiled, those who read with the eye of the spirit, as Thoth suggests, can extract powerful practices that align your body, mind, and soul with the higher vibrational truths. Let's explore a few methods inspired by the teachings. 1. The practice of stillness and inner silence. Silence is the key to the treasures of wisdom. The tablets repeatedly emphasize the power of silence, not just outer silence, but mental stillness. In this stillness, the voice of the higher self can speak. Try this daily. Sit in stillness for 10 minutes. Focus only on your breath, imagining it as liquid light flowing through your body. Visualize a golden flame in the center of your chest. Repeat silently, I am light, I am mind, I am eternal. This is not meditation in the modern sense. It's communion, and done regularly, it begins to clear karmic fog and activate what the tablets call the flame of the eternal. 2. Vibrational breathwork. Breathe deeply and rhythmically, and thou shalt awaken the fire within. Breath is the vehicle of spirit. Thoth explains how controlling the rhythm of breath awakens higher centers of consciousness. Try this technique. Inhale for a count of 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. Also known as box breathing. Visualize each inhale as drawing down cosmic energy, and each exhale as releasing lower vibrational attachments. Do this for just 7 minutes a day, and over time, you will notice your intuition sharpen, your mood stabilize, and your awareness expand. 3. Light invocation ritual. Call to the light, O man of the darkness. Guide thou my soul through the pathways of fire. This simple invocation from the tablets acts like a spiritual signal flare. It's not about religion, it's about frequency. Daily affirmation means out loud or silently. I call to the light within and above. Illuminate my mind, purify my soul, and guide me beyond illusion. This phrase works as a vibrational command, subtle yet powerful, aligning your field to the frequency of truth. These teachings are not merely intellectual, they are alchemical. By practicing even one of these rituals, you begin to shift out of fear, anxiety, and mental fog. Reconnect with the part of you that is eternal, what Thoth calls the infinite fire. Raise your vibration to align with truth, beauty, and purpose. When your frequency rises, your reality must follow. You don't just learn about the Emerald Tablets. You become what they describe. A being of light, aware of the eternal journey, conscious in a sleeping world. But let's be real. This path is not easy. You'll face doubt. You'll feel the gravity of the old self pulling you down. The Dark Ones, as Thoth describes them, aren't always literal entities. Sometimes they are your own limiting beliefs. So what can you do? Stay consistent, even when you feel nothing. Trust the process, because the path is real, even when unseen. Remember, every sincere effort to align with truth ripples through dimensions. The tablets are not a doctrine. They are a mirror, revealing who you could become if you chose to remember. We began with a mystery, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. Texts so ancient, so profound, that even modern science and mainstream history hesitate to acknowledge them. Yet within their verses, wrapped in symbolic language and interdimensional metaphor, we uncovered truths that resonate across time. The existence of Atlantis and Thoth, a being who transcends death, time, and illusion. The halls of Amenti, a space between worlds where souls rest and awaken. The presence of dark forces and cosmic laws that govern evolution and decay. And most importantly, the keys to personal mastery. Tools that allow you to reclaim your soul's purpose and awaken your divine fire. This isn't just ancient philosophy, it's living wisdom. What if the Emerald Tablets were never meant to be discovered in dusty temples or behind locked doors? But within you, what if you are the hidden tablet? The one carrying codes of divine memory, long forgotten by the world but ready to be activated? You see, the greatest secret of the Emerald Tablets is this. They don't point to something outside of you. They call you inward to the throne of your own consciousness. Man is in the process of changing to forms that are not of this world. Grow, O man, to the light that is infinite. Become one with the light of the stars. These are not poetic wishes. They are instructions for transformation. So now the question becomes, are you ready to remember? Are you willing to step beyond the veil of forgetfulness and become what you truly are? A being of light, born of the stars, destined to awaken. If this message stirred something within you, a memory, a question, a knowing, then don't let it fade. Subscribe to this channel, unlocking the hidden mysteries as we continue exploring ancient truths, lost knowledge, and the esoteric paths that still burn with light beneath the ashes of time. Leave a comment, share your thoughts, questions, or even your experiences with the tablets. Let's build a community of seekers, of mystics, of awakened souls ready to reclaim the forgotten. The journey has only begun, and you, yes, you are holding the key. Until next time, stay curious, stay conscious, and keep unlocking the hidden mysteries.